What's up YouTube? Javi here at Javi's Boom Tech, and today we're bringing back the Play A1, and this time we're going to pair it up against an old favorite of a lot of people out there, the Bose Soundlink 3. So without further ado guys, let's go ahead and get this started. Alright guys, so here we are with the Bose Soundlink 3. $299 speaker, but you can definitely find it for a lot less if you shop around. And then we've got once again the B&O Play A1. As you can see in the back, it's already had some nice usage on it. It's fallen a couple times, but handles faults pretty well, I gotta admit. A few scratches here on the grill, but overall, a much tougher speaker than I thought it would be. So very nice to see that. Quick overview of these speakers. Before we get the sound test started, of course, the Bose Soundlink 3 has 4 drivers in the front here, 2 right here and 2 over here. It's got a passive radiator here in the center, and then another passive radiator here on the back. You've got a 17 to 20 volt charge right there, proprietary charger, auxiliary in, a service port for updates. And then up on top, we've got your controls, we've got your power, your Bluetooth connection, auxiliary, your mute, and your power up and down buttons. And that is basically it. It does not feature any kind of speakerphone capabilities. You do not have the ability to pair it to a second Soundlink 3 in order to create stereo. Battery life is pretty decent at about 14 hours, and that's playing it at pretty moderate levels. The higher you go, obviously, the less you're gonna get. However, I've never really noticed it to be an issue as far as battery. So that's a quick rundown of the Bose Soundlink 3. And then we've got, once again, the B&O A1. This speaker has, first of all, USB-C charging, which is pretty cool. I've already used it a couple times, and it's definitely quicker than your standard mini USB charging. So it's a nice feature to have there. Of course, your auxiliary in there, your power button, your volume controls, and then over here, you've got your Bluetooth pairing, your microphone. You can use this as a speakerphone. It actually works quite well. Voices sound really clear. One of the best sounding ones for speakerphone use, that's for sure. And then this little circle button, you push it, it will automatically reconnect to the last device you had the speaker connected to, and open the last music app and the last song you were playing. That's a mouthful. But anyway, that is what that little circle button does there. It's a cool little feature. Driver-wise, if we remove the top here, you can see you've got a nice size woofer right there that handles all your lows and mids. And then you got a nice little tweeter right here that handles all your highs. It does have bi-amplification. Each driver has their own 30-watt amp. So it's pretty powerful little speaker given its size, that's for sure. And the more I listen to it, I gotta admit, I really, really like the sound that's coming out of this unit. It is much larger than the impression you get when you first look at the unit. It's a pretty small footprint, especially compared to something like the Bose Soundlink 3. Just a lot smaller, a lot easier to carry around. The only real downside feature-wise of this speaker, of course, is the battery life. Battery life on this thing is absolutely terrible. The past few days that I've been listening to it, I pretty much keep it about 60-65%, and the max that I'm able to get is about 4.5 hours, and then this thing dies on me. Luckily with the USB-C, you can charge it up pretty quickly, or if you want a better option than that, you can always connect a portable power bank like this, the RAV Power 2300 milliamp portable bank. This thing is awesome, guys. I want to go ahead and shout out to Tester, one of my viewers. He's actually sent me a picture of his setup with his 2 A1 speakers, and he had them both connected to this, and he has no problems running them for a considerable amount of time. I actually tried it out, and I was barely able to put a dent into this battery. And I had a pretty loud volume the other day, and I probably ran about 9-10 hours, and it was no problem. This thing was still showing its full, and then my RAV power, I can't remember what the percentage was, but it still had plenty of power. And you just plug it right into there, and then you are set. And as long as you have your portable power bank like this, wherever you go, you're gonna have all day and pretty much all night music, even at higher volumes. So that is definitely a good fix for the A1 there. Obviously, you don't have to get one as big as the RAV Power Extreme here, but since I have so many portable devices, this is really a lifesaver for me. But anyway, guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and get this sound test started. We'll start indoors, and I'll keep them both at about 70%. I might bring it up to 100%, but I'll really save that for the outdoor test. Well, outdoors, we'll really crank it up and see how both perform outdoors when there's a lot more ambient noise to compete with, and see how they handle that. So without further ado, guys, let's head out to the speaker test. guys, so I am outdoors with the Bose Soundlink 3 and the B&O A1 Play. So we're just gonna go ahead and see what these sound like outdoors compared to one another, and see if we can hear the differences here outdoors. I'm gonna go ahead and start at about 75% and then just pretty quickly move up to 100%. So I'll go ahead and start with the Soundlink 3 here, and let's go ahead and get started. Start to back up a little bit. And go ahead and go to max volume.
Here we go.
Check out the omnidirectional sound here. Obviously, the Soundlink 3 is directional. So from the back here.
Invincible.
Gonna tell me all your secrets. but don't keep them all up inside. I got a habit of believing and misreading all these signs.
18 feet back.
Come on, give it to me straight, 'cause I hear you anything you want
Bose
to say
Soundlink
to
3.
me. Please do me like any other day. Say the word and make me feel alright. Go and tell me something good. Yeah. Tell me that.
Switch back over to the A1. Definitely a lot of compression going on the Soundlink 3 at max volume. A1, max volume as well. A1 struggling a little bit with this bass.
Tell me what you know, but I don't know. Where you won't goes, where I won't go, and tell us all about it. Let me in your door, let yourself go. Let the air flow from the windows and let it all out. So far, I've been liking what I hear. Can you turn it up a bit for me?
Definitely having a little bit of trouble on the bass on this song, on the A1. Let's check out the Bose Soundlink 3.
Go on, whisper in my left ear. Can you do this one thing for me? Go and tell me something good. Yeah. Tell me that you love me so. Oh, yeah.
I can't wait till I get you on the floor, good looking. Going out so hot, just like an oven. And I'll burn myself, I just had to touch it. But it's so fire, and it's so mine. Hey baby, we don't mind all the watching. Cause if they started close, real close, they might something. He ain't nothing but a little doozy when he does it. You're so fine tonight. And as long as you got your suit and tie, I'ma leave it all on the floor tonight. And you got fixed up to the nines. Let me show you a few things. All dressed up in black and white, and I'm dressed in the dress you like. Love is swinging in the air tonight. Let me show you a few things. Let me show you a few things. Show you a few things.
All right, guys, so there you have it, the indoor and outdoor speaker test. And I gotta say, the Play A1 continues to impress. Just the overall sound from lows to mids to highs are just extremely full-bodied, well-defined. Those highs are just super crisp and just really rich, especially when compared to the Bose Soundlink 3. Even though it may be a little bit louder, those highs and mids are nowhere near as crisp or as rich as what you're getting on the B&O Play A1. Everything's just extremely well defined on the A1. Bass-wise, the Bose produces some pretty decent bass, but it's not as punchy or as clean as what you're getting on the A1. On the A1, when that punch line hits, it's like a punch. Whereas on the Bose Soundlink 3, it's more kind of like a slap. It's not nearly as clean or as structured as on the A1. Definitely very impressive on the A1. That being said, with some bass heavy songs, I don't know if you heard it on the second song of the outdoor test, the A1 did struggle a bit. The woofer starts to distort a bit. It's just a little bit overwhelmed on bass heavier songs at max volume. If you do lower the volume to about 70, a little bit below 70%, you do get rid of that distortion. However, it is there, and you are gonna notice it more on bass heavier songs. So if you prefer listening to hip hop, rap, house, you're probably gonna run into that issue a little bit more than people who listen to something like jazz or pop or classical. Not gonna hit that issue as much. That being said, I'm still going with the A1. It is extremely impressive, and honestly, it just outperforms the Soundlink 3. And it's $50 cheaper. The Soundlink 3 is $299, where the B&O Play A1 is $249. You can, however, find the Soundlink 3 for less than that. You can usually get it for $279 or sometimes even less on Amazon. That being said, the only other issue that I really have with the A1 was, like I said, the battery life. Battery life is just horrendous. Like I said, 65%. I'm only getting about 4.5 hours. Luckily, with that portable charger, I can pretty much resolve that issue and have music playing all day long without having to worry that it's gonna die on me. But if I should ever forget that, I'm not gonna have much time to listen to it before it does die. But anyway, guys, that is it for me tonight. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. I am off to Palm Springs for some vacation. I am, however, gonna take some of my speakers, mainly the Charge 3 and the B&O Play A1. And if I have a little bit of time, we'll do a little speaker test on the road. So look for that video this coming weekend. But anyway, guys, have a good night and I will see you next time. Thanks, bye.